Greetings. I want to talk to you today specifically about a protection method called the guardrail protection method. You think about a guardrail, you think about how safe you feel, knowing that there's something on both sides of you when you're in an elevated area or something like that. And it's so motivating to know that when you set boundaries, life begins to work that way for you. I'm Dr. Dorina Shine, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this podcast today. I'm going to share some concepts about some things that may not really be thought about, but needs to be thought about so that you will be able to protect yourself in boundary settings. When we talk about our past, many of us are happy to share our areas of the past. And for me, as an author, I have absolutely nothing to hide. I'm an open book. Some suggestions I use to better myself and the healing journey I choose to take, it has these few steps that show my guidepost and my guardrails, right? Or primarily the path in which I choose to take and stay on in order to keep my respect for myself and for others. First thing I do is I always keep the conversation respectful and forward looking as long as I'm respected. That way, I don't shut down the past. I'm just steering how it's being discussed. I still share. I am an open book. I'm not fake in any way, shape, or form. And I like that reciprocity. I like that to be a part of the equation when others are speaking about themselves, about their journey, and about how they're experiencing the journey that they see me on. The second thing is steering the conversation so that we can share our stories on our own terms. This is a powerful tool that's going to help us stay in control of our legacy. I wish they taught legacy building in every school at a very young age, because what it'll do is have you focused on it at a primarily young age. So you'll always make sure that you visit it or revisit it at times in life. And that's a powerful way to honor your past while also making sure that you're comfortable. Comfort is the key ingredient once you have survived a journey. It can be comfortable going through the process as well, as long as we are accepting to what the journey reflected. I was talking to a young man who has had some, abandonment issues, and he primarily said that, it's the way he saw his situation that made it better than what many are going through at this time. So keep that mindset and just go for it. You won't be everyone's cup of tea. I wasn't. But as you set those boundaries, you're going to know for certain everything you have ever experienced made you stronger and much more prepared to find the truth on all things. And that's the powerful key. When you're looking at guardrails protecting you, it's like when we were younger, we had the little guardrails on the side of the bed, so just in case we turned over, we wouldn't fall off the bed. Some parents felt that that was a coddling move and that we should not have boundaries. But it's important to make sure that the children are safe, that they are protected. And, for as long as life can life, to make us responsible enough to make those decisions for our children or for our parents. If we're taking care of elderly parents, I know I had to take care of all my parents as they grew older. And it's just that blessing, that protection that is surrounding those who continue to believe in themselves and their upbringing. A lot of times we can blame our parents for things that they have done or haven't done. I remember thinking just recently about my grandmother making a decision for me when I was a young adult parent, and I was a single parent and I didn't want my children to become mingled with their dad. And my grandmother took it upon herself to introduce. I was going to do it at a certain age, but she was the matriarch. So she did what she did. I will never blame my grandmother for whatever life situation that came about from that circumstance. I just look at the fact that she was the one in control at that moment and she did what was best that she could do. And that's the healing part of the journey that makes me so happy to know that that's my life right now. So setting those boundaries will help us know for certain everything has been experienced, has made us stronger and much more prepared to find the truth on all things. We're looking for the truth. We're not looking for specifically anything other than the truth. God bless those who can't let go of things no longer serving them, because it's a very vital life. It's so powerful to be true to yourself and believe and get through it, to move forward, not to stay stuck and stagnated, because life is so short. To be afraid to step forward because of a mistake that has been made in the past, but now you see hindsight. And when you see hindsight, you recognize that those intricate moments of when you should have done what you should have done or could have done differently. It's not about beating yourself up. It's about revisiting it and laughing at it, because it's an experience. It's an experience. It's something you don't have to go through again if you choose not to. Life is too short to be afraid to step forward because you made a few mistakes of the past, no matter how small or huge it was. Today is a new day. So let's go out there and live in that new day. Let's go out there and provide the needed essentials, meet the right people, continue to grow in our abundance, because that is what the guardrail protection method is all about. And I thank everyone who has been listening to this podcast, even if you catch the replay. Thank you so much. And if this has been something of significance to you, or if you can relate, give this video a thumbs up. If not, come back and see us at a later date. I am so sure that you're going to find something here that's going to resonate with your soul. Thank you so much. Again, I am Dr. Dorina Shine, and I really appreciate everyone. God bless. See you next time.